So, the S650 Mustang is delayed yet again. Hey guys, welcome to Red 50. Thank you for tuning into another video. If you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. So, in today's video, I've got another bad news related to the 2024 S650 Mustang, the 7th generation of the Mustang. We were expecting to get all the orders in by summer. The deliveries were going to get started in the summer of 2023. But there is a possibility that they may be delayed to next year. This won't be the first time Ford has delayed the 2024 S650 Mustang. We had earlier news. We had news back in like March or April where they had to push back due to some issues with the production line. Most importantly, they wanted to improve the quality control, which honestly, I appreciated that Ford was taking quality control seriously. I've had my 2019 Mustang GT for about 4 years or so. Thankfully, there's no rattles or creaks, but there are some panel gaps that kind of irritated me when I first got the car, especially for if you're getting a premium car or a Shelby or a Mach 1 car. These panel gaps and everything should not be there, and Ford should have a stricter quality control on these Mustangs. So that was one of the biggest things that Ford was doing, where they wanted to improve on the quality control, get the panels right, and improve on the materials being used so there's no rattles and creaks down in the future for the owners. Because I mean, to be honest, the Mustangs have gotten pretty pricey compared to what they used to be. So if you're going to be paying a pretty penny for it, you want to make sure you're getting a quality product from Ford. All that was good, and Mustangs were set to schedule deliveries around June or July timeframe, but unfortunately, if you got like the Pony Package or the Nite Pony Package, which is like the black accent package, so we covered that previously in our videos. So basically, if you got the Nite Pony Package, there were some issues, there were some delays related to Ford being able to get the black roof sourced out, and dealers were basically telling you that your order is going to be delayed, which obviously isn't fun because you're waiting and waiting, and you find out from the dealer that your order is going to be pushed. So I think you had the option to either remove the black accent package or the Nite Pony Package, or just kind of stick to it and be okay with slight delays in your production. However, today we're not really specifically talking about delays related to the packages or the quality control. We're talking about general delays for the S650 Mustang. Thankfully, our US market is not affected. Everything is pretty much scheduled to be on track right now. There is going to be obviously there's shortages in general, so you might find out from your dealer that there are some slight delays, but nothing significant where you have to kind of cancel your order and modify your order, because everything seems to be on track. I think most people are going to start seeing deliveries starting this week or maybe next week, and people should be receiving their Mustangs. You should be able to see them at the dealership maybe early August at the latest, which would be a very exciting time to be seeing the Mustang. I'm excited to be going to my dealership and just checking it out and looking at it in person, just getting a lot more in-depth look. I've looked at it at a lot of the auto shows, and where you kind of get to play around with it, but obviously there's so many people around, you don't want to hog the car and not give anyone else a chance to kind of play around with the interior, and of course the exterior, just getting a better shot. So I'm hoping I can see them at my local Ford dealership. I'm going to be going to bring you guys more content on the S650 Mustang. Now, the delays we talked about are specifically to the Ford Europe. Ford Germany recently posted a Facebook post that basically indicated, I'm no German, so I can't really read that, but putting that into Google Translator, it does tell you that the Mustang deliveries are going to be starting in Q1 of 2024. So for folks on the European side, if you did order your Mustang, you're planning on ordering your Mustang, there will be delays until when Ford can officially get you the vehicle. Previously in European countries, they were supposed to get the Mustang around the Q4 2023. However, based on this leaked document and the Facebook page, they're unfortunately going to be delaying the Mustang. I don't know why that is. I know European countries have basically stricter emission regulations. I don't know if it has to do with that, because I feel like the quality control would have impacted US Mustangs as well, but there's no additional delays, at least not yet, on the Mustangs, for US Mustangs at least. So I don't know if it's going to be just solely due to some stricter regulation that Ford is trying to work around, or it's going to be basically specific to Europe, and they're just trying to figure it out, and it doesn't have to do with quality control, just regular stuff with European regulation. So obviously, if you live there, it's not really exciting news. Your Mustang is going to be delayed. It looks like you won't even be able to place the order into Q4 of 2023. So yeah, the European market is going to be affected. Nothing sticks out. I'm really hoping that it's specific to European stuff, because even though Ford has officially said we're going to be getting the Mustangs in the US market like around July or August timeframe at the latest. If they haven't disclosed if there are issues with the build quality or there's certain things that they're still trying to rework, there's a good possibility the US Mustang will get delayed too, and we don't want to see that happen. Just looking at the recent production constraint, nothing really sticks out aside from the black roof that we talked about before. So if you do have a Nite Pony package, you are going to be impacted by that. I would suggest maybe call the dealer and then see if you can switch out the order and just kind of drop the Nite Pony package, which may work if your order hasn't started building just yet. I have to say, I have to give it to Ford that, you know, production constraints aside, you know, material shortage aside, the fact that they're focusing on the build quality of the Mustang speaks volumes, because right now there is no competition. The S650 Mustang is going to be the only muscle car in the market when it launches. Dodge is going away. They're going to be going with this whole EV route. Camaro has been discontinued as well. So the only competition, if you do want to get a Mustang or if you do want to get a muscle car, especially with the manual transmission, these days there's barely any cars or barely any enthusiast cars that offer a manual transmission. So for Ford to be able to do that, offer the Mustang with the iconic, the V8, and a manual transmission, is huge. And having no competition around, Ford could have easily cheaped out and just kind of given us, you know, a mild refresh, cut the cost with the manual transmission, force everyone to get automatic transmission, which is behind a paywall of like $1,600 or something, and just deliver a product that's just not well put together. Because the thing is, if Ford was to do that, sure, there will be reviews online and there will be, like, you know, customer complaints that the panels don't match or, you know, whatever have you. There's like rattles and creaks in the interior. But what are you going to do? If you want a V8 car, if you want a manual transmission, Ford is the only one who is able to offer that, who is still offering that combination. So even though Ford has some leverage there, I'm glad Ford is, you know, of course, it's a business, so they have to make money. But I'm glad that Ford is thinking ahead and just making sure they're still able to deliver a quality product for the Mustang enthusiasts. Well, guys, so that's all I've got with the delays related to the European market specifically. So thankfully, the US market is not impacted by these delays that we just mentioned. Hopefully, the delays in the European market aren't related to any of the product quality issues, because that's eventually going to trickle down to the US market and we're going to see even more delays or like even a shortage of some sort of material. So I hope it's just specific to European regulations or something like that that's causing them to delay the Mustang. And I'm really excited to be seeing the US market hitting with the Mustangs very soon. Hopefully in a couple weeks or so, I'll go to my local dealership and try to get a lot of footage for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you're subscribed to Red 50 for more videos.